Welcome back to the 801 Diaries podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Emily.
How you doing, Emily?
I'm tired.
It is
I'm tired.
it's an early morning for her this week, so
Yeah. So I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird. And I'm not crazy enthusiastic, but I'm here and I'm ready to go,
yes.
mostly.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Abby?
I'm good. I'm trying to think. I feel like it's been forever since we recorded an episode, but it really hasn't been that
It's been a
long.
while though. It's
Like
been
a week and a
almost
half.
a week and a half, yeah. Because we're recording a lot later than we normally do this
Mm-hmm.
this week. So
Yeah.
um yeah. It's been
Why are we recording later? I was gonna ask you, what did you have up going on?
Oh, well, what did I have? Oh, this was fun. So from our church, one of the people in the Relief Society presidency, Sister Yi, she came to Finland this week, and so we had a lot of meetings with her and we got to hang out, and so it was a lot of fun. So it just pushed our recording schedule because I was there instead of
Yes.
here.
Yes,
It
that
was a
makes
good time.
sense.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely one of my favorite things that's happened the past week. What about you?
Trying to think. Me and Judy remade our crumbled apples with the
Oh,
right
good.
apples this time, and they're so delicious. Oh, they're so
Oh,
good. So, so
oh,
good.
I want some. I want some so bad.
Um, Trying to think. Very sad news. Today me and Madison went to two stores and could not find a single Alani witch's brew.
Oh no.
So I think they're gone. And we
Sad.
didn't even get Emily one yet because we were going to. But it's literally the beginning of November. Like
You
they are gone
guys.
so early. We went to Harmon's
That's
and we
so
went to
sad.
Target and there were none.
Remember how you found a whole bunch of random ones at Target late in last year?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll have to go to Target Layton, but they're gone so far. So that's really upsetting. And they
That
came
is
out
really
with a
sad.
new flavor called like Winter Wonderland or something like that.
Hmm.
Doesn't taste like a Winter Wonderland at all. It's like
Dang.
pineapple, I think.
See, I would have liked a cranberry one,
That's
like
what
a
I thought
fizzy
it was. That's
cranberry.
really what I thought it was going to be, and I was really, really quite disappointed. Like it's fine. The flavor's fine. Will I ever get it again? Probably not. But I wanted a
Okay.
cranberry. I wanted a
I get
real
it.
cranberry because there's nothing I love more in this world than cranberry juice.
It's pretty good.
Like just
Pretty good.
like not cranberry juice cocktail, cranberry juice.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
So
So
good.
good.
We love it. Yeah.
So
Dang.
that's really
Dang it.
upsetting.
That is
Really, really
upsetting.
upsetting.
I'm upset. I'm very upset.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Anything else? Anything else to catch up on?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. It's been kind of a slow, I've been so busy with work that I just come home from work and go to sleep,
Yeah,
basically.
I
So
get that. It gets dark at like 4 p.m. now, so that
it
sucks big
does.
fat times. So
Um, yeah, the sun rises at about 8:15. Um, and then sets at about 4 o'clock. And so I've been in the office and stuff, and I've been getting to work earlier because I've had other stuff. So if I don't go out at lunch, I don't really see the sun. So
that's like genuinely my nightmare. Like genuinely, that's my nightmare. Also, it's gotten like really cold. Like it's like 30 degrees now, which is really, really cold.
I love
And
that.
I I am gonna really try hard this winter to not just spend the whole winter complaining about the freaking weather because I hate it so much. But can I just say, just so everyone knows, every single time I step outside for the next 6 to 8 months, I am miserable. I am miserable, and I'm gonna
Oh
do my
no.
best to be okay with that. But
Mm,
it has started. It has
it
started,
has begun.
and it's supposed to warm up a little bit this weekend, so hopefully that it does. But I'm cold
Okay.
now. I'm so cold all the time.
Mm,
I tried to do the
but
Kylie Jenner
but
lip challenge the other night, and my lips are bruised. So they're not really blue from cold, they're bruised. But
why did you do that?
I had a bottle.
Oh, yeah, so of course,
What else
first
is there to
reaction.
do? What else is there to do? So my lips are a little blue, so that's because
But
they're
you're not
bruised.
cold
But
because
I
they're
am
bruised.
cold.
But
But I am cold.
but
It might be a mix,
you
to be honest.
you can look you do look cute when you go out.
That's so true. I got a cute little coat now. Cute little coat. It's so cute. Straight from
So
Finland. Cute
there we
little
go.
coat.
Tell the story of this coat because I think this is funny.
Emily posted a be real of her at the mall, and I said, "Dude, that coat in the back is really stinking cute. Get me one." And she said, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yeah." So she
Yeah.
shipped it all up and sent it over, and then it went to Wyoming on accident, and now I
Oh
got
my
it.
gosh. It was so chaotic. It was so bad. But she got it, and guess what? We matched because I
We
bought
do
one too.
match. It's very, very cutie.
Very cute. So we love. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Well, do you have any other things to talk about, catch up
Update?
on?
I don't think so. I think that's about it. I really can't remember.
Okay.
I feel like it's been, I
I
don't
know.
know.
It's been
Can't even
so
remember.
long.
Oh, I
I
went and
know.
saw the One Direction movie in the theaters.
Oh, how was that?
Honestly, so heartbreaking. It
Mm,
was really sad, but it was really good too. I mean, One Direction's just the best. So like
yeah.
it was so fun. And like to see it like in a movie theater again was really, really fun. I think it's
Yeah.
cute they did that. They put it back in the theater,
I think that's really sweet.
but it was sad.
Mm,
But we love
I'm
them.
sorry. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, everyone. I'm really tired,
Yeah.
but we're here.
We're here. We're having a good
We're
time.
here. We are. This is fun. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, I guess we'll get into the episode then today.
Yes.
There's been a lot going on
Yes.
in
We've
pop
had
culture, so
a lot of pop culture updates that we just haven't talked about. So we thought let's
let's
go
just do
back
it.
to the roots and do a full pop culture episode because it's been a while.
Yeah,
A while.
it's been it's been a long time since we've done just a
Yes.
full episode. Um, so first thing on the list of things to talk about today, Lindsay Shaw from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Now, I
Okay,
don't know if you
so
guys have been paying attention.
she is on the list because she recently came out with this TikTok
Oh,
that
it's so
said
bad.
Spider-Man can get 400 million reboots, but Ned's Declassified can't even get one. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Ned comparing Ned's Declassified
To
to
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man is
Who,
such a bold claim
who
and
I honestly
wild.
when I saw it, I was flabbergasted. Like just
Yeah.
so taken aback.
Yeah.
Because where is that connection happening? Is my question. Where is that connection happening? Also,
I mean,
she did not seem well. And if she
no.
is struggling, you know, my thoughts and prayers are with her, and I really hope things can
Oh,
get better.
she gets help.
She gets help because that is very sad and
Not good.
very not good.
Yeah.
But to compare Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide to
Well,
Spider-Man,
it's just is kind of wild, but also like the things that have like so she they have that podcast,
which is the
which
reason they will never get a reboot. This
yeah, they're
podcast is
never
the biggest dumpster fire in the whole entire world.
it's a dumpster fire. It's just like I don't know, like it's so bad. They talk about the most like inappropriate things,
Well,
especially for
there was one
like
episode where she literally just talked about her running through the cast.
yeah,
The whole episode
like
was her just talking about all of her activities she got up to with all of the
which
members of the cast.
this is also like wild to hear about because they were like 13.
Yeah. This was middle school. They were surviving. It was middle school.
Like it's not like it's just kind of wild and it's just the word they got dropped by their podcasting company.
Oh, they
Um
did? I didn't know that.
yeah, they got
I'm not
dropped
surprised.
like the like 2 days after the stuff with Lindsay Shaw came out, they amicably parted ways with Podco. Yeah.
Hmm.
And so it's just it's not good
No.
and I just
But
I think just the audacity to compare Ned's to
to
Spider-Man is
Spider-Man, like
really what the heck?
genuinely of all the things, not like if it was a Zoe 101 comparison, that's a little bit more reasonable. If it was
Yeah.
iCarly comparison, a little bit more reasonable. Those two shows still better than as Declassified School Survival Guide,
Yeah.
but still, I
Mm-hmm.
can see it. Spider-Man? What? And I just have to say,
Spider-Man.
I'm rewatching Pretty Little Liars right now.
Okay.
And Paige is the worst character in the whole entire
The worst.
every I forgot how much she was in that show. Every single
Yeah.
time her face pops on screen, I want to just skip past that
It's
scene. I
it's
can't stand
actually
her.
the worst.
Can't stand her.
It's so bad. I want when I have a because I feel like once a year
Gotta
I go
rewatch
through
Pretty
a
Little Liars.
gotta rewatch Pretty Little Liars, and truly like every time there's nothing that solidifies more in my brain than how much I hate Paige McCullers. Like
Hmm.
it's just and like she's come out and said she was like really going through it during Pretty Little Liars, like with addiction and stuff
But
like that.
it's
And
not
it's
even
sad,
it's not
but
even my
like
beef with Lindsay Shaw because Lindsay Shaw was going through a lot. It is the character Paige.
the
Her character
character's
was
so bad.
horrific. It was so bad.
Yeah. But then
Anyways,
they also torpedoed her character to get her off the show.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Well,
good.
I'm at season 5 right now, which is when she just left. She just
Yeah.
left. And I mean, she moved to California to be with her family. Like, I don't know.
Me.
Like
Yeah.
they could have torpedoed it a lot more. It was just a bad character. I don't know.
It was just so bad. And it just drives me insane. And
But if
so,
she's struggling, I really do wish her the best and I hope she gets help because
yes.
it's not that's not anything to joke about, for sure.
Yes.
Just don't
But
compare yourself to
also,
Spider-Man.
but the thing is Ned's was like, I've seen so many TikToks of people being like, Ned's was the filler show. Like, it was the
Yeah.
show in between shows that you would
Hmm.
watch. It wasn't like
The
the
the show you
main
turned on.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because I think, like, I tried to watch a Ned's one day, no, before their podcast came out. Let's clarify.
Years
Their
ago.
podcast ruined it for everyone. And I just tried to watch it, and it was just so hard to watch. I was like, there's a reason the show's not getting rebooted,
Hmm.
besides the fact that they have that podcast and they
Yeah.
ruined any chance they'd ever have.
Well, the most memorable character on that was Coconut Head, and he wasn't even a main character. Like, he was the best part of that show.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I don't know. Like, I remember
I,
watching that show as a kid and really enjoying it.
yeah.
I literally haven't watched it since it aired, probably.
No, not at all.
But I have a couple like core memories of certain episodes, and I remember enjoying it, but
Yeah. Nope.
it ain't no Spider-Man, I'll tell you that.
Oh my gosh. Not at all.
Oh. But yeah, so that's pretty darn funny. But I do wish Lindsay Shaw the best. I really hope
Yes.
everything is okay.
Yes, no, for sure. Okay, next thing that has started is the Wicked press tour.
Oh my gosh, it is in full force. And can I just say, I just have to get this off my chest real quick. I love Jonathan Bailey. I love him as the sky's blue, and I love him as the mountains are large, and I love
Hmm.
him as the ocean is vast. This man, I love him. That's all.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about his shorts after that.
No, he's a beautiful man with beautiful quads. I will say that.
What?
I love his quads,
So
and I
good.
love when he shows them to us.
Oh my gosh. But let's talk about it. So Wicked, because Wicked comes out in 2 weeks. Um, and okay, so do you want to hear something so funny?
Yes.
You're the only person that will understand. Um, so that weekend there's an event in Finland. Like it's a weekend event for the people my age. And there's like a whole bunch of like activities and everything like that. It starts on Friday and it goes through Sunday, and it is all weekend. Like they have every minute planned out essentially. Now, part of me is wanting to skip many of the activities on Saturday to go see Wicked. And I brought
As you
this
should.
up. See, okay, I've brought this up to people and they're like, why would you leave the activity to go see Wicked? I'm like, but you guys don't understand
This is 20 years in the
how
making.
I was like, this is 21 years of waiting for this movie
Hmm.
and it's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be
Like,
perfect.
and so I just need you to know. And I need someone to tell me that going to see Wicked is the smart decision.
Yes. I
Okay.
literally cannot wait. I
I'm
cannot
so
wait.
excited.
They're releasing a ton of like behind the scenes things and
Oh,
like
it's
all of
so
these
good.
videos. And the video of Ariana and Cynthia singing Defying Gravity together
Makes me cry every
is
time.
incredible. Like they always said, like when they cast them, that like their voices just blend so well together. And you like from like the backstage, I'm sure it's different when it's like on
Yeah.
the audio, but you literally can't tell who's singing.
You
Like
can't
who
tell
you
who's
can't
singing.
pick out voices. It's remarkable. It's so
It's
cool.
amazing. Yeah, I'm so excited. And all the press is going really well. Ariana is giving us the Barbie outfit looks with her because they've only done Sydney so far, but Sydney premiere was so good. Like
We
the
love
outfits
it.
were so
So
good.
good. So good.
Um,
I am so for the
yeah.
like method dressing. Is that what they call it?
Oh, I think so.
There's a name for it. I can't remember it exactly
Yeah,
right now. But for the like dressing for the premieres as your character, I am
me
so
too.
here for it. I love it so much. Especially
I
when it's done well. Like Barbie was
yes.
done so well. Wicked so far has been done so well. I love it.
Yes. I love it. I'm so excited. It's going to be just amazing. I love the hype around it. I love like, oh, I'm just so excited. All I want to do is go see Wicked.
Hmm.
I don't want to wait 2 weeks. I don't want to wait 2 weeks and a few days.
And like
I
the thing I
just want
think
to
is
go
cool
now.
about this movie is like there's been quite a bit of controversy along the way with different things. You know, there was the Ariana and SpongeBob thing. There was this whole thing
Which
where like,
which they don't stand next to each other at all during press stuff,
no,
even
they don't.
though they're very together. Like when they
And
sat down, they were like holding hands and stuff, but
and
it's
people
funny.
have started to flip their opinions on Ethan Slater. I really have no opinion. I don't care. I just hope they're happy. But people are
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Ariana, I get it," because all we knew before was SpongeBob and yikes. But anyways,
Insert clip of him dancing. SpongeBob.
no, of him laughing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
Something about how important Wicked was.
Oh, so yeah, so there's been all of these controversies, the Ariana and Ethan,
Mm-hmm.
like Cynthia, there was like a fan redid her poster, there was a whole thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's been all of these like things where you'd think it would kind of like really taint the like feeling towards this movie, and it just hasn't. Like people are just so excited for this movie
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah.
like regardless of all the like annoyances or whatever, they know it's going to be an incredible movie. Like they know it's
Yeah.
been done so well that it doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah. And I love the practicality of it and how it's like practical sets versus
Mm-hmm.
mostly CGI. And like
Yes.
that's I think one thing that's gonna be so cool because like that's the thing that the Broadway show can't do is they can't build the scenery out in the
Mm-hmm.
same way and they do a great job like it's so beautiful to go watch but I'm so excited to be in Munchkin Land in
Mm-hmm.
Oz like to
Yeah.
have it
Like they just
be
can't build the world like they can
yeah
in a movie. And I'm so glad they actually built it because as great as
hmm
CGI is and everything, and I get it, it's great, it's not the same. You know what I
it's not
mean?
the
Like
same
so and like
having
the characters can't interact with it the same and like I'm just
yeah
so excited. I'm so excited. I think
yeah
it's gonna be
it's
so
gonna
good.
be so good I just can't wait so
Hmm.
I am beyond stoked for it
And
and
I'm really intrigued to see if because this is part one of
right
part two. There'll be two parts.
yes
And I mean, the Broadway play is 2.5 hours, which is the same length as part one of the movies. So I'm really interested to see if it feels kind of
slow
repetitive or reductive,
yeah
or not, because I've heard it doesn't. So we'll see.
I'm very
I'm
intrigued
very intrigued.
because from what they've the like behind the scenes the clips that they posted it doesn't sound like I love that they haven't strayed a ton from the Broadway dialogue like that
Hmm.
is like I think that's one of the things that these movies try really hard to do and what doesn't make them successful is that they try to move away and make their own version of the Broadway musical where I think
Hmm.
this is meant to honor the musical.
Hmm.
And I think that's what's going to make this so cool is that
Hmm.
it's going to be the musical that we've all wanted versus like changing and adding a bunch of little things. And who knows? I mean, maybe they did, but at least from what they've showed, it's staying true
Hmm.
to what we want. But I think with the movie, it can lend more time for transitioning and all that kind of stuff. Whereas like the Broadway show, you only have one set, one stage. Like you have to just keep going super fast.
Hmm.
So maybe the pacing will slow down and it'll feel really nice and it'll be like a nice version of it. But I'm
Hmm.
excited to see what happens. So,
Yeah, because Ariana did a podcast with, I think they're two Broadway guys. I'm not sure
hmm
who they are. Did you watch that?
I've seen a bunch of it. Yeah, most of it.
Okay,
I
well,
haven't
it
finished
was
it,
a really
but
good interview. But she talked a lot about how they really tried hard to honor the musical while still making it their own because obviously they didn't want to, you don't want to do a direct copy
right.
of, and especially like because I mean every actor plays their part differently. Like as you
Yeah.
get like new Elphabas or new Glindas, like they play them differently.
hmm
So you don't want to do like a direct copy of Adina and Kristen kind of a thing.
Yeah,
So
no.
I feel like they were very conscious of that and they tried their best to like really truly honor the musical while still making it their own. So I'm really, really
But I
excited.
but the idea of making it your own, like this is my version of Alphaba or my version of Glinda, I think is different than what a lot of other musicals do when they're like, "Oh, we're
This
gonna
is our
add
version of
yeah,
Les Mis
whatever."
or
Yeah,
whatever. You know what I mean?
and they change a bunch of stuff because it's their version versus being like, "Oh, when different actors like where instead of taking it as a musical like a
Yeah.
Broadway show
Hmm.
I think that's where the difference of the quality of the story either gets lost or stays.
Hmm.
And so I think that that's because you know like you were saying every Alphabet Glinda plays it differently but they're still playing the same thing,
Yeah.
like the same material.
Yeah.
And I think
Hmm.
that's what's important to keep the same versus like making that your own.
Yeah. No, for sure. I definitely agree. But I'm not a huge fan of two-part movies.
No,
So I'm really intrigued to see if this is worth it. Feels like it's worth it being two parts, or would have been better as like a one
just
three
one.
hour movie or something like that.
Yeah.
But we shall
Yeah, it'll
see.
be
But because we have
interesting.
to wait a whole another year,
I just can't.
which hurts me.
I'm I just need to see Wicked right now. That's all. That's
But yeah,
all I need to see. So,
very, 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 very excited.
yeah. Okay. Next thing. There was a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest that Timothy Chalamet himself showed up to
There was a
and didn't
Timothy
look
Chalamet.
enough like himself.
No, he looked the least like Timothy Chalamet of all the Timothy
Oh.
Chalamet lookalikes. This is so funny. So in New York, if you guys don't know, in New York, they just held this Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest just in the
hmm
park, and they
It
actually
was
got
some guy
kicked
on
out.
TikTok.
Yeah.
It was some guy on TikTok who decided to throw a Timothy Chalamet lookalike
Hmm.
contest and the winner would get $50.
And the winner would get $50. So they did this and then they got kicked out. They had to move to a different park. So there were like thousands of people there. It looked like
Yeah,
there were so many people.
it was
And some of
crazy.
these people are absolutely insane to think they look like Timothy Chalamet.
I know.
Absolutely
I know.
insane. But it was hilarious. And Timothy
The fact
Chalamet
that
himself showed up.
they came dressed up as like
Wonka
Wonka, like
or the
Dune
guy from
stuff.
Dune. Yeah.
Yeah,
So funny.
I thought that was
So, so
wild,
funny.
but I thought it was really fun of Timothy to show up,
Oh, that's
to,
iconic. Iconic.
so good. Like, what a good sport about it all,
Hmm.
you know? Like, not that I think he would take that as like a bad thing to have a
Yeah.
look-alike contest, but like, what a good way to be like, hey guys,
Like, don't mind
this is
me showing
funny.
up. It's
This
so
is funny.
funny.
I'll lose the contest.
Because he did not look like Timothy Chalamet. I don't know what it was, but
No.
he was not looking like very Timothy
I,
Chalamet-esque.
I don't know if he's still filming the Bob Dylan movie,
No,
so
because that's
he's
coming
still,
out in a few, like a month.
is it?
Yeah, it's coming out really soon.
Okay, so I guess that's not it, but
Who
who
knows what he's
knows?
doing?
Who knows?
But
But that was really
hilarious.
fun. Yeah,
Hilarious nonetheless.
I love it. Okay, next thing, really quick. This one's a really quick one, but I just wanted to mention it. Joe Exotic of Tiger King is engaged to an inmate.
Yes. So
That's
I'm gonna
all.
be perfectly honest. I never watched Tiger King. I was not
Oh,
involved in the Tiger King mania during 2020.
bummer.
So I I don't know much about Joe Exotic other than he might have killed someone's husband. No, Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Carol, he started the rumor that Carol
Oh, he
Baskin,
started the rumor. Got it. Allegedly.
allegedly, but you know,
But I'm so happy for him. I hope he has found love in jail.
I think he's like a 22-year-old. So, and Joe Exotic himself is near 60, if not in his 60s. And somehow that man has access to a phone to like comment on TikToks and stuff. And it's really an interesting thing. I think honestly what an enigma that man is. And
Yeah.
I'm just really happy that because he was married when he went into prison,
Oh,
um, to
so
another 22-year-old
mm,
male
I
man.
see.
And
He has a
they got
type.
divorced. He has a type. They got divorced and now he's engaged to a inmate that he met.
Gotcha.
So,
There you go. Well, we had a funny Joe Exotic experience. Do you remember?
no, tell me.
So picture this. It's 2 a.m., Nashville, Tennessee. We
Oh
are
my gosh.
in a gas station buying
Oh my gosh.
tampons. Okay?
Yes,
Do you
but
have the
not
picture
tampons because they
pictured?
didn't they didn't have any.
Oh,
So we had to buy pads.
maxi pads. So picture that, 2 a.m., gas station in Nashville, Tennessee, buying maxi pads. Three girls
Three
there.
girls.
I think we bought some caffeine as well. And then we're just, checking out, this guy is the register. It's uncomfortable for everyone. Buying feminine hygiene products is never fun.
It's never fun. And it's worse if you have to go to a male cashier.
Yes.
Because a female cashier, we just all
No
know
big
like
deal. Yeah.
no big
No big
deal. You
deal.
don't say anything. But if you have to go to a male cashier, suddenly they get really awkward and uncomfortable.
Yes, they do.
And then it makes you awkward and uncomfortable, even though you're like, there's nothing I have to do this. Like, just
Yes.
don't
Just
be
yeah,
awkward. Don't be
just
weird about it.
just let me
This
get
is
my
part
stuff and
of,
go.
yeah. But of
So
course, he
anyways,
was really awkward.
he was really awkward. So we are checking out, getting our stuff, and he just goes, "Joe Exotic just got out of jail." And we're like, "No way, that is the craziest thing to happen at 2 a.m." And
on
so
like
we
on like a random
like a Friday
like
night.
Friday in yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, I
So
didn't
we're
know
like,
they let people
oh,
out this time.
yeah, we're like, oh, that's interesting. Good for Joe Exotic, just really trying to get out of there. So then we walk out and we're like, there's no
I
way
don't
he just got out
wait.
of jail. Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
He's
Looked it
in
up.
jail for murder for hire. Like
Yeah.
he's not for Carol Baskin. Do you remember that TikTok song that was the Carol
Carol
Baskin
Baskin killed her
killed her
husband,
husband, whacked him.
whacked him. Na, 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 na.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Something to the Carol Baskin.
That is such a throwback.
I know. I loved that. And then the dance or something that went with it.
Yeah.
But besides the point.
But yeah, so turns out
Yeah.
he was not released that October
No,
in the evening in Nashville,
in
Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. The guy was just awkward and just said
He
something
didn't,
about
yeah,
it.
but like of all the things to come up with, it was
Yeah.
really so just
So weird.
so random. So
Yeah.
random.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So, I wish Joe Exotic the best. I really do.
I do too. I hope this
I'm sending him all my
is
love.
the love of his life. I really hope.
Just maybe go, 30 years older. I don't
I
know.
mean, I don't
But it's
know.
just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion.
You know, I'd really like to talk to the guy he's engaged to, but
I know.
you know,
See what the sitch is.
yeah. Okay.
Well, what's
Good luck,
next?
Joe. Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum broke up.
Yes, I'm actually like kind of really upset about this. So, and I will tell you why. This is a recent
Okay.
development of my actually enjoying their relationship because I always thought they were like
Oh,
the weirdest couple in the whole
me
entire world.
too.
I thought they were so weird. And, hot take, I don't think Channing Tatum's that good looking. That's
I
just
think he
me.
was or like in the She's the Man era, but not anymore.
He was fine and she's a man. It's not
I
just
think
me.
it's not great anymore.
He would never be on my freebie list. But anyways, um,
Same.
They just came out with a movie together. Like she like directed the movie, he starred in it. They
Yeah.
did this movie together.
They
And
did the press tour.
they did the press tour and they did the lie detector test on the press tour. And I just thought they were so cute together.
Oh,
Like they were
really?
so fun and so cute together. I'm like, okay, I'm totally on board with this relationship.
Yeah.
Just for them to break up. Like, what is this? They finally get my stamp of approval and they break up.
And they break up. Didn't they know? Didn't they
Disrespectful.
know?
So
Disrespectful.
disrespectful. But I'm actually kind of upset about it because I actually really did think they were cute. I feel like I only know Zoe Kravitz from the Divergent movies, where she had
Mm,
no personality in the movie. And she's actually super duper cute. I just didn't know anything about her.
okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about her. I just know her mom, and her mom's weird, and her dad is weird. So I just kind of assume she's weird.
Lenny Kravitz, the
Yeah.
man who does crunches in leather pants, the man is an icon. The
I
man is
mean,
an icon.
he's an icon, but
He
I
was
see
in
he's
Hunger
always,
Games.
I know, he was Senna.
And
He was so good.
he was perfect for that role.
He,
Absolutely perfect. Is
that's what I'm
Lisa
saying.
Bonet her mom? Lisa
Yeah.
Bonet? Okay. Yeah, she's kind of weird
Yeah.
too.
I
Lenny
just feel like
Kravitz
they're,
is Len I will take no Lenny Kravitz
I love
crap.
him. I just
I
think
love
he's like
him. He's an
interesting.
icon.
His scarf while riding a horse or something.
You know what? And the thing is it works for him. You're like,
I know.
absolutely, of course Lenny Kravitz would. That's not weird at all. Anyone
With a
else were to
seven
do
foot
that?
long scarf.
Anyone else were to do that, you'd be like, what on earth is this person doing?
It's
Lenny
so
Kravitz
funny.
makes it cool. I will
Yeah.
take no slander directed towards Lenny Kravitz.
So funny.
But yeah, so I'm like really upset. From what I've heard, they broke up because he has a kid with what's her name?
Jenna Dewan.
Jenna Dewan, and they live in LA and she wants to be in New York. So just the like distance and stuff,
Logistical of it.
logistics didn't
Yeah.
work out because I think they're doing another movie together,
That's what I heard.
which is
And
interesting.
I heard everybody was like, "Oh no.
But
Like
I'm
this
like
is gonna
actually kind of
be
bummed. I thought they were really, really cute together. I really did.
dang."
So go back and watch that lie
They
detector test because it was actually hilarious.
Okay,
10 out
I'll
of
have to
10
watch
enjoyed
it.
it. 10 out of 10 enjoyed it.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, next thing on the list is Heidi Klum had her annual Halloween party.
She did. And she came as
And
E.T.
oh, it's so good.
It
It
is
is
so good.
Here's the thing. I feel like if you had the same level of resources as Heidi Klum, you would be Heidi Klum
Let me tell
at
you.
Halloween.
That's literally my dream because no one goes harder for the most obscure reference than Heidi Klum. And I love that for her.
Remember when she was an earthworm?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Remember when she was a peacock?
Oh, it's so good.
What else? There's other
She's been
ones.
there. Her and her husband were Shrek and Fiona one time,
Absolutely.
and
Also,
that was
that's
a
my dream. That's
good.
literally my dream. Like a like life accurate Shrek and Fiona. That's my dream.
Yeah.
I want to be Shrek though. That's my dream.
But the ET and the fact that her face was in his neck
So good. So good. It was
kills
so
me.
good. It was so good.
Yeah.
Like, because they had the whole head thing on top of her head. So they were
Mm-hmm.
able to make it look like actually like ET
Oh, it's
because,
so good.
how would you do that on your face? It was so good.
Yeah, but
That is what I strive to be.
I get it. I get it. No, but yeah,
Hmm.
when I saw that, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? This is what Abby would be if she had the level of resources that Heidi Klum
Hmm.
has.
I would, and I would kill it.
You would. You would do so good.
But everyone who went to the party looked amazing. I feel like there were a lot of fun costumes this year,
I
which
do
was
too.
good.
I feel like, but I even feel like outside of her Halloween party, like there were just a lot of fun costumes this year. Like people did a good job
Yes. Did you
on
see Alex
costumes.
Earl's Halloween party?
Yes, looked so
Okay,
good.
so this is the funniest thing in the whole entire world. So Alex Earl, if you don't know, she's like the TikTok girl.
Hmm.
She is known for her scandalous outfits on the occasion. And so for Halloween, she went as the Cheshire Cat and she did the whole
Yep.
like prosthetics. Her whole body was painted in stripes. And she had this little like onesie thing on, like bodysuit thing on. And me and my friend spent a significant amount of time trying to figure out if it was her body that was painted or if she had like underwear or something on to like keep things covered. We came to the conclusion we do not think she had underwear on. So the amount of faith this girl had in this little lace bodysuit was honestly miraculous. Like,
Yeah.
more power to her. I could never.
No, could
But
never.
I mean, it was it was it was honestly very impressive. Full body paint. So,
I love that.
good for her.
I love dedication to a costume.
And that was some dedication because I'm sure
Yes.
painting your entire body pink and purple stripes took forever. Forever.
Yeah, I'm
And she
sure
had
it
the whole
did.
like cat prosthetic nose and everything. She looked really good. Like they did an
Hmm.
incredible job.
But there you go.
There you go.
Cool. I love it. Okay, so the next thing on the list is BFF's pod diss track. I don't know anything
Yes.
about this, so take it away,
Okay.
Abby.
So this is like honestly probably the funniest thing that has happened in a long time. So you know the
Okay.
BFFs podcast. It has Dave Portnoy,
Oh,
Josh
yes.
Richards, and Brianna Chicken Fry.
Brianna. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So Brianna and Zach Bryan, I think is his name, just broke up. And there's been a
Oh
whole
gosh.
thing around this
Yes, there has
where
been.
he posted and she didn't know, and he's been on Raya and like a whole thing. Whole
Yeah.
thing. This has awoken something in Dave Portnoy that I have never seen before. This
Dave
man
Portnoy.
hates Zach Bryan with his whole soul,
Like
and
hates him.
he's letting everyone know.
Yeah.
So Dave and Josh made this entire diss track music video. It is so funny.
Oh
It
no.
is
Oh
so
no.
funny. It's like we're so glad Bree got away from ZB and all his STDs. Like it's so funny. Everyone
Stop.
needs to go listen to it. Well, maybe not everyone. If you know what's going on, go listen to it because it is so funny. And I mean, I honestly really don't like Brianna. I think she has a lot of issues that I don't
Yeah.
agree with.
Right.
There's a lot of things that she's been in a lot of controversies, mostly since she started dating Zach Bryan. So I don't think the two are necessarily interdependent of each other. But,
Yeah.
um, and Dave Portnoy has his whole thing not supporting any of these people. But
This is funny.
this is so funny. It is so funny. Zach Bryan, he needs to like sleep with one eye open because this is hilarious.
Because Dave Portnoy is coming for him.
He is coming for him. The whole thing is like, we should have known like who would support Kanye over Taylor. Like it is this
Well,
diss track is
that's
so
funny.
funny.
That's funny because like Dave is the biggest Taylor Swift
Huge,
fan.
huge Taylor Swift fan.
And it's so funny. I feel like well, because the minute that Rihanna and Zach Bryan broke up, I feel like there was zero point 0.3 seconds, body wasn't cold, and Dave Portnoy gets on either BFFs or another podcast and just starts going off about how much he hates Zach
Yep.
Bryan. So
Hmm.
the fact that he has now made a music
Wrote,
video,
directed, shot this whole thing. It is like genuinely
like
so funny. So funny. But
that is
yeah,
so funny.
genuinely, before the relationship was cold, Dave Portnoy was on a podcast being like, they
Just
broke up. I
ripping
can
him.
air my beef. I can air my beef.
I can
And went
say it
off.
now. Yeah.
It
Oh,
is
and he went
so
off.
funny. So funny.
There's like so I haven't really ever paid attention to Dave Portnoy. But he's been popping up, especially since the whole breakup has gone
Hmm.
on. Like he's been popping up and there's times he's just like it's hilarious how blunt and annoying he is.
Hmm.
Like it makes like the just he hate how much he hates Zach
He
Bryan
hates
and
him
how much
so much.
he's willing to just tell everybody how much he hates him. Like it's so freaking funny.
Which,
It
like,
makes me
for
laugh.
good reason. It sounds like Zach Bryan is
Yeah.
not a good person, which, have you seen his face? I could have told you that. The man is
Yeah.
disgusting. Ew.
Ick.
Ew. Which
Ick.
I'm not a Brianna Chicken Fry fan. She can do so
But
much better.
like
She can
she
do
can do better.
so much better. Oh my gosh.
I also just hate that she goes by Brianna Chicken Fry. Like
Yeah, I
it
don't know
just
what her real name is.
I don't either, but I hate it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. But
But I'm
apparently
glad
her
that's
and
good.
Grace are friends again because she
Oh,
broke
good.
up with Zach Bryan because he was causing all of these problems,
Oh my
which
gosh, the
is,
drama between that, like, and her wanting to start her own
oh my
podcast,
gosh.
and her and Zach wanting to start a podcast, and everybody's like, but what about Grace? What about Grace?
Like sometimes we just have to move on. I really
Oh
don't like
gosh,
her, but
I don't either.
this is hilarious. Like objectively, this is so funny. It is so
Hmm.
funny. Everyone really should go listen to it because it is just wonderfully written.
There you go. There you go.
So that's all
That's a
I
good
have to
time.
say on that.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious. But
Hmm. It was a good one.
uh
Oh, one more
okay.
thing that I
Yes.
forgot to write down. Did you see that the Costco guys and the Rizzler were on Jimmy Fallon the other night?
Who are these people?
Okay. So they're just the worst. So the Costco guys are the guys who go with the chocolate chunk cookie. All right. Chocolate, I don't know what it is, but they go to Costco and they just eat the food and they make videos about it. And they go, "Is it a boom or is it a doom?" And it's always a boom. Spoiler alert, it's always a boom. Anyways, and then the Rizzler, the guy
Okay.
goes, "That's the
I
Rizzler."
literally have never seen either of these. I've never seen these.
So the Rizzler is about 12 years old. The Costco guys, it is a father and son with I assume the son is 14, 15. No, 13,
Okay.
14, 12, 13. I don't
Okay.
know, somewhere in there. Anyway, so they went on to Jimmy Fallon the other night. And Jimmy Fallon could not stand these people. It was hilarious. It was so funny because the dad would start to be like, "It's a boom," or whatever, whatever he does.
Hmm.
And Jimmy Fallon would be like, "Oh, we don't need to do that." Well, he would just stop him, be like, "We don't need to do that." It was
That's funny.
so funny. It was so, so funny. So I think the Costco guides have run their course along with the Rizzler because they're just,
We can have.
you
They
know,
sound really annoying.
they're a one trick pony, and I think their pony is ran its course.
Gone. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I get that.
But that's also a very funny
Um,
interview because Jimmy Fallon was just not having it. He was just not having it.
I'll have to watch it. That sounds funny. Um, Also, did you watch SNL this last week with John Mulaney? You
I
haven't watched
didn't.
it?
No.
Dang it.
Was it
Dang it.
good?
I really, okay, so John Mulaney, and he's always done this sketch with like the lobster at the diner,
Hmm.
or I can't remember what the other one was that he did. There was another one. And then they start like singing musicals or whatever. And
Yes.
it's always Pete Davidson that's like the one that
Hmm.
orders whatever.
I did see
So
he came back.
he came back and it was so good. It was like one of the biggest productions I've seen for this whatever. And it was like the amount of different musicals and the amount of things that they did for this one was so funny. I
That's so
loved
good.
it. I was so excited to see Pete back because earlier that week, well, Pete looked great.
He looks really, really good. He looks
He's
really
been getting
good.
help and he looks really good. So
Hmm.
amazing. But earlier that week, there had been a rumor going around that Pete would never come back to SNL because apparently the rumor is him and Colin were beefing and Colin barred him from ever coming back. And so I was like, that sucks because I really liked Pete on SNL. But then
They own the
he came
Staten Island
back.
Ferry together, don't they?
They do.
Okay. I That's what I thought it was those two. It's like, there's
It's
two
those two.
guys from SNL who bought the Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah. But I think the rumors are false because
Yeah, because
Pete
he was
was
there.
on SNL,
That's good
so
news.
we
I
can
would be
hope.
really sad if he never came back to SNL. I live, laugh, love Pete Davidson.
Yeah, I fully agree. Um, yeah. Um, in the theme of SNL, I think we should probably just mention it because it's going on. Donald Trump won the presidency. However
Yes,
you
he
feel,
did.
whatever,
That is what happened.
that is what happened. Just it. But I think the saddest part about this, with however you feel, is that Maya Rudolph isn't going to be playing Kamala on SNL
Literally,
anymore, and
they
Andy
still need
Samberg is
to.
going away,
No,
and
they still
Andy
need to come
Samberg
back.
is going to be here for Doug. Like this is the part. This like
Bowen does
I
an
just am
incredible JD Vance. Really, they casted every single one of those people so well.
Dana Carvey as Joe Biden.
There's still gonna be content. Like they have to keep up because there's still gonna
They
be
have
content.
to. because it's so good. Like having them start the show off every week is so
So
funny.
good. So good.
And Maya does the best Kamala
It's
impression. Like
so good.
it's so good. So I mean, that's where I'm gonna miss that.
They'll have to keep them coming because they found the perfect cast for every single person that they have
Yeah.
to keep them coming back, of course.
Yeah. They have to. I hope so. I really hope they
Yes.
do
Me
because it's
too.
so funny. And then because they're regular cast members for this, like chucking them into the the other sketches. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
come on. They put them freaking Castrato. It wouldn't have been the same without Maya and Andy.
That was literally like genuinely, I don't know how the rest of the season's gonna go. That one will go down as like probably the funniest so far.
Yes,
For
absolutely.
sure so far, but maybe
It'll
for the whole
it'll go
season.
down like Ryan Gosling's did last season,
Yes. Like that
for sure.
episode was so good. Ariana killed that episode. So, so
I
good.
know. She did. I don't I want her to be a cast member for a season. I think it'd be
That would be
so
so
fun.
fun. That would be so fun. Maybe when she's done with all this wicked press, she will. Because that
She
would be
could
so
be on
fun.
SNL. She'd be really good. So,
But I do love seeing Andy Samberg on it. Like I think that is so fun. Like he's just
hmm
so fun. And I feel like you never hear about him anymore. So
I
it's
know
fun to see him on there.
it's fun to see him back on SNL.
Yeah.
Like, because he was so funny on
He
it when
was
he
so funny on
was
it.
a
Yeah.
cast member.
Hmm.
It was so good. So it's so fun to see him back. So I can't lose my SNL
Bring
cast
Pete
members.
back. It's my
Oh,
dream.
it'd be
If
so
we get
good.
Pete, we're never getting Ariana though. So, it's a
When
trade. I mean,
in,
I would rather take Pete. I love Ariana, but for
but I
SNL, I'd rather have
love
Pete.
Pete. I love Pete.
That's
So
his stomping ground. So Pete, come back.
yeah. But there you go. There you go. So that's that's all we got for you guys this
But
week.
yeah, that's a pop culture update.
It's been a lot going on, so we'll see
Yeah. If there's anything
what
major we missed, let us know
let us
because
know.
we probably did.
Yeah.
I would be like scrolling on TikTok and I would see a video about something and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea to like talk about on the podcast. And then I wouldn't write it down. Instantly gone. And I would even
Instantly
try and
gone.
scroll back up to be like, what jogged my memory up here? And I could never find
Yeah.
it.
I
So
do that all the time. I do
hopefully
that
it's
constantly
included.
where I'll scroll up, like I have a thought and I'm like, and then I instantly forget about it.
Mhm.
And then I have to
And then
scroll
it's
up to
gone
find it.
forever.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Alrighty, well, that's
Oh,
it for this week's episode.
that's all we got.
Subscribe and follow
Rate,
and rate
review.
review. It's just 801 Diaries podcast on everywhere. Follow us on our social media,
Yep.
and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.